version, this kind of temporal version of liberty, how does that connect up then and guide us in how we might understand political liberalism today?
Yeah. So both sides of that are important to me. Sometimes people will ask me, well, what political system does Two Kingdoms result in? And I try to emphasize that Two Kingdoms theology isn't about one particular system or social order, right? It's a theology that guides us no matter what our social context. So for Calvin, it applied to Geneva, where there was a city-state, a Christian city-state. It also applied to France, where Protestants were under the cross and being persecuted. So I also think that there is something about Two Kingdoms theology, and I admit that I'm going beyond Calvin here in ways that Calvin couldn't have anticipated. But there are dimensions of Two Kingdoms theology that would lead us to continue working out these principles in a way that would call us to respect pluralism, to respect the rights of fellow citizens who aren't Christians, to restrain ourselves in what we seek to establish through the state. I would distinguish between sort of a secularist liberalism, which I think is incompatible with Calvin, and a kind of Christian liberalism, which is not that Calvin was advocating, but is very much consistent with Calvin, where for Calvin it would be a sort of that there would be Christian reasons to promote things like political liberty and religious liberty that are different from what we associate with secularist reasons for the same sorts of things. So it's not that I'm saying Calvin gives us resources to support everything liberal societies support, but it does give us reasons to support sort of a liberal democratic social order rooted in kind of Christian values and virtues.
Christian values.